Hello guys, welcome back to the channel again. It's exciting to see you again in another video. So today I'm going to take you through a few of the non-fiction books that I have read over the last 1 year. Now a lot of these books I have either read on my Kindle, or even if I read, I have just given it to my friends or sold it online. But I have 5 books with me, and I felt this was important so that I can refer to it whenever I want to. These books have just opened my mind to a whole new world. It has completely changed my perspective on life. Most of these books are either about personal finance, investing, money management, or just about happiness and life in general. So the books are Almanac of Naval Ravikant, Sapiens by Noah Harari, Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now I'll just walk you through each of the books. I'll just give a 1 to 2 minute summary of each of the books. So the first book that we are going to see today is The Almanac of Naval Ravikant by Eric Jorgensen. Now Naval Ravikant, he is actually an angel investor and he has founded some companies including AngelList. He is a Silicon Valley icon, and he actually has his own podcast. He comes on YouTube to give interviews. He's very active on Twitter and he has his own blogs. The ideas that he shares, it's completely mind-blowing. And the author has in fact compiled all of these ideas into this single amazing book. So if I had to recommend one book which talks about wealth and happiness at the same time, then this is the one. So Naval Ravikant is he's a pretty wealthy guy, but he's also pretty happy and peaceful with his life. So it's amazing how he can balance both of it at the same time when some of the richest people in the world are actually not very happy. I would just like to give a couple of quotes from the book. So he says that the 3 biggest ones are wealth, health, and happiness. We perceive that in that order, but their importance is actually reverse. First important thing is happiness, and then health, and then wealth. That's actually how we have to approach life. But unfortunately, we do not do that. And I also like this quote about making money. He says that you don't get rich by spending your time to save money. You get rich by saving your time to make money. That's how you get rich. So we all trade our time to earn more money, but that's not actually going to make us really wealthy. To get really wealthy, we must actually start saving more time to earn more money. That's the real success formula to wealth. It's just littered with wisdom and knowledge throughout the book. So the next one we are going to look at is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now this book was released in 1937 and it has been a bestseller for almost 70 years. Can you believe it? For 70 years. Now this is a book about how to grow rich. As the name tells, it's about financial management and how to get rich and wealthy, but it can be applied to multiple other areas in life to be successful. Now the author Napoleon Hill, he has tried and tested this success formula with different Americans over a period of 20 years, and these people include Thomas Alva Edison, Henry Ford, Rockefeller, and so on. He made sure that this formula in fact works in real life. He tried, tested that formula, and then he actually compiled all of it into a book. The core idea of this book is that for any success, whether it's in finance or with your career or with your relationship, everything starts with our thoughts, our mind. It all starts right here. And our actions are actually a reflection of all the thoughts that we have. So if we align our thoughts, action with the goals that we want to achieve in life, then that will actually attract all the resources that we need to achieve that goal. And he also talks about the power of faith, desire, persistence, the power of imagination, and the importance of having a group of like-minded people around us. So this is a very, very influential book in my life, and this is a must read. Please go and check it out. Now the next book is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now if I had to just pick one single book for personal finance and money management, then this would be it. It's just written in simple plain English, and as the name suggests, it's about how money works and how the human psychology is directly linked with earning money and personal finance. He talks about following the herd mentality, following the crowd, and making bad investments. He also talks about the environment that we were brought up in. Like a person who has been brought up in an economic recession is going to have a completely different money habits compared to a person who has been brought up in a booming economy. So they are going to have different psychology. He also talks about the importance of staying wealthy versus getting wealthy. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two different things. Now we have seen a lot of lottery winners who just earn $1 million and then they end up spending it. So they are not able to keep up the wealth. He also talks about the power of compounding. Our human brain is not developed to understand compounding, but compounding is pretty much real in all areas of life, and it's very, very true for growing money and getting wealthy in general. So if you want to start with one book for personal finance and money management, this would be it. Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now the next book is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. This is actually a book on human history. Humans, Homo sapiens as a species, evolved around 200,000 years ago in Africa, and since then they have just migrated to all parts of the universe. Now 70,000 years ago, a cognitive revolution happened where human beings started to speak, and then they were able to communicate ideas through the power of storytelling. And then like 12,000 years ago, agricultural revolution happened where hunter-gatherers actually settled down in certain areas, and then they started to domesticate plants and animals. This meant that they do not need to go for hunting. And then there was the rise of empires and kingdoms like Roman Empire, British Empire, Ottomans, and so on. How they changed the world, how money and religions formed. And then there was a scientific revolution where scientific discoveries are made and they impacted the world. And then the industrial revolution happened where agriculturists from farmlands, they started to migrate to cities to work in industries and factories. And that's when human labor started to come into picture. So this book, it progresses from the very origin till the current present world. And he also ends the book by talking about superhumans and artificial intelligence, whether it's going to replace humans and so on. If you want to know about human history and how we came into being, then this would be the place where you start. And the next one we're going to look at is another money-making book, and it's Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. So Tony Robbins, he's a very influential speaker and author. So he has basically interviewed with 50 plus financial experts all around the world, and he has arrived at this blueprint. And this blueprint is how to create a lifetime guaranteed income stream so that we can have a successful retirement, so that we can retire early and have peace with life. It's an all-season strategy, meaning that it can earn money when it's a booming economy, when there is a lot of progress. At the same time, it should not lose money when the economy is going into recession or it's going downward. So it's having the upsides without the downside, and he names it the all-season strategy. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I just tried to give a sneak peek into what kind of books I read, and hope you got a fair idea of what kind of books I read. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to certainly make more videos and more interesting content like this. See you again next week in another video. Thank you guys.